कैसे हैं सर?
हाँ सर मैडम ठीक हूँ। आप कैसे हैं?
ठीक है सर। दिल से आपको बधाई।
हाँ थैंक यू।
फर्स्ट अटेम्प्ट में निबोस निकालना बहुत ही मुश्किल है। और निबोस आईडी all the three parts you have cleared in the first attempt. So many congratulations for just clearing all the parts in the first attempt, sir.
थैंक यू मैडम, थैंक यू वेरी मच।
So how you are feeling now?
या आई एम फीलिंग वेरी हैप्पी नाउ। आई मेजर that was a dream which came true through 3 years, so it is a matter of happiness for me.
Yes, sir. Sir, can you introduce yourself?
Yeah, I'm Suraj Dessai. I'm from Goa. So basically I've done BSc in chemistry and diploma in industrial safety. So thereafter I did my NEBOSH IGC in 2013, and now recently cleared this NEBOSH Level 6 International Diploma for Occupational Health and Safety Professionals through Trace Life Safe Academy.
Yes, sir. Like you have given the old syllabus of examinations, sir. So you are the
Yeah,
right persons. Where should I ask the closed examinations and open book examinations? So what you feel during the like whole journey? What is the major differences between the closed book examinations and the open book examination? Okay, this is the open book examination. We have to open the book. Closed book examinations, we have to go in the center and write the examinations.
yes.
But as an academic education and experience, what will be the differences, sir?
Actually, initially when I heard regarding this open book examination, it was like that. What I thought was, okay, it will be much more easier than what we used to do in this closed book examination, because that was the information. Means the information which I got was you can refer any material either from internet or from 3 years institute notes, or anywhere you can refer. And my first impression was that would be very easy. But once I started the classes, and once I started attempting this OBs, previous years OBs, then I came to know what it is exactly. So it's not that easy, which we think, because this common man impression is that OB means okay, you can straight away take all the material and
Yeah.
copy paste, and then you can submit your answer, but it is not like that. So this actually this format of NEBOSH, it checks what you have understood, what concept, uh, uh, whether your concepts are clear or not. That is the main stress of these OVA exams. So before that IGC, which I had done in 2013, it was closed book. There you have to go to the center and write your examination within, I think, 3 hours. So for that, you had to remember all those things, whatever acts, then whatever material, whatever important points you have to remember, and then you have to recall and you have to write within the limited time. Here, the time limit is not there. So that is the plus point. Otherwise, it is not that easy what people feel like that. So that is the major difference, madam. And plus, you have
Because
first thing is you have the time and you have the resource. But only thing is that human factor. That is the main thing here, because you have to express. You have to understand it, and then you have to express it in the paper. So that is the main difference.
yeah, because we know no need to go for the memory based. Here
Correct.
everything is open and we have a timeline so that if we will follow an enough timeline they are giving. So accordingly, being a experienced, being a working professionals, okay, we have a hectic schedule also, but we can complete within that timelines. Okay, and
Correct.
they are giving the sufficient time to complete. So this is a measure of game of your understanding towards the concept, how you are implementing your concept which you have understood earlier, and how you are deriving the total things from the books and other internet resources according to the case study and the scenario. And it is a presentation skills, how you are presenting according to the NEBOSH.
Correct.
Yeah, sir, definitely. So, like, why you have selected the 3S Scientific Academy for the step of esteemed prestigious NEBOSH IDip certifications?
I started searching on Google. So I came across 3 years Life this academy. In that, I found that it was 5-star accredited by Google, and I read many reviews about them. So most of the reviews were very good, and people were saying very good things about 3 years. So then I thought, okay, why not approach 3 years Life? Then I approached. Then my first point of contact in 3 years was Vandana madam.
Yes.
So
Okay.
so that was,
So,
and
means,
then slowly you made me comfortable. You gave all this information. Then I thought, okay, I will go whatever, even if I do it this time or in future, but I will do it through 3 years Life Safe Academy only.
means
So
based on our students' feedback, our
yeah,
reviews, our way of
yes,
the teaching tutorials, you have taken the decisions. Okay, I should
yes,
go for the ID for this type
yeah.
of courses. Okay. So, like, what about our tutors, sir? How you feel about our tutors?
Uh, let's see. For IDip, my tutor was Mr. Rahul.
Yeah.
So actually, he is exceptional. His knowledge is very good, and he means he makes sure that whatever candidates means that concept is clear. Until and unless, suppose if you ask him a question, then he will not leave you until and unless he feels that what he is teaching is clear to the student. In
Yes.
that process, he will go to any extent. He will go to means he will use all the sources at his disposal, whether be it YouTube video or Google or these safety websites like HSC, then your legislation.gov, then ILO. Until and unless it becomes clear, he will not stop, and he will go on discussing until and unless that person means understand the concept. That is exceptional. His exceptional way of teaching.
Yeah, definitely he has an exceptional way of teaching. Even I have seen in the NEBOSH IDC also. Even he is giving them, ma'am, these students are not able to clear, so give them the one extra batches also. That is a total preparation round. Let them to take 1 month of extra classes also. Such type of tutors definitely, if so many tutors are like that, definitely students will get the success.
Correct.
So yeah, Rahul Aaron is a, like a very good tutor. I can say one of the best tutor.
Correct. Correct.
Okay, sir. So like my next question is. Okay, how did you prepare during the classes? And like IDIP has a three parts D1, D2, and D3. Okay, now we DI1, DI2, DI3. So, how did you prepare during the classes? Because you have passed in the first attempt, and I have seen so many students are not able to clear all the paper in the first attempt. Sometimes some of the students got backlog in first paper, sometimes all the paper, sometimes in the different places the people are calling us and they are telling that it is very difficult. But I have seen the students are nowadays passing very easily.
Mhm.
So, how you are feeling that? How should we prepare, or how you have prepared?
Okay. First thing for me was actually I made it a point in my mind that I will try to attend all the classes, whatever it is there. So that was my first thing. Then what I used to do, I used to download the classes next day. Very next day, I used to download that classes which I attended or which I missed. That also sometimes because of my domestic this thing, I used to miss a class. Then the first thing after waking up next day, I used to download that video, and then I used to see that full video. So that is the thing. First thing is you have to be regular in classes. Second thing is you have to communicate in the class. Even if you have a small difficulty, that you have to clear your doubts there and then only. Otherwise, if you think that okay, I will do it later on, then you tend to forget things, and then that difficulty remains like that only, and then you will realize it during while answering your OB. So that is the thing. Another is now our tutor used to give a lot of reference material also. He used to suggest you go and check on your own. That thing is means you have to do some research on your own also. Then you have to whatever you got that information that you have to download and keep it. Then the third thing is you have to compile the data. This now suppose we have DI1. In DI1 we have many elements there. So what I did was I compiled means element wise I made a folder in my this system, and element wise I had means this videos whatever that online class videos were there that I had compiled.
That is
Then
the best part of the is we are giving the live classes video sessions also so that you can
yeah,
accumulate at one place. Yes, sir.
correct. So that means what happens after doing this compiling, you get element wise data in one place. Suppose tomorrow if I have to refer a certain element, then I'll get whatever this resources I have at one place so that I can refer within a less time, because it becomes handy while answering your OBE, because you don't have that much time to go search and do those things, because you have to every night and day you have to understand the question, then you have to form your answer, then you have to type it. So that becomes very handy. And second thing is you have to ensure that you get enough sleep so that you don't fall sick also, which I which means 2 times I fell sick during. So
Because
that
it's
was
like
like,
9 months of durations,
yeah, yeah.
three papers are
So
there, so anything
then,
can happen.
yeah. And another thing is you have to go through all the websites which your tutor refers to.
Hmm.
Even after attending classes also, you have to do a lot of work on your own, because here there's no spoon feeding. So spoon feeding means it will go means that marking scheme of NEBOSH is like such that you have to score minimum 50. Otherwise, you will not clear that particular this subject or element. So it is like that. You have to do your means basic things. You have to on your own. You have to search for material. You have to apply your mind, and then you have to see where it applies. So that was my this line of thinking. So that way I means approach this idea.
Definitely. So I think this type of suggestions ki at daily classes, if you are attending, suppose you are skipping the classes, at least you go through the recorded sessions. You compile all the materials in the one folders with the recorded sessions. You should go through the self analysis also. Okay, teachers are doing their duty, but instead of that, whatever they are suggesting, go through that website, go through that those things that you also have to do. And the thing is some practice rounds. So
Correct.
definitely we should go for the some practice, whatever the tasks they are giving during the tutorials. Major thing is
Hmm.
that suppose one element we have completed and they have given some tasks. Okay, you don't have a time, don't write the book, but at least make a one task also in the one week so that you can understand the whole concept of the OBE and ID. Correct now.
Yes.
So now the RD paper DI1. Generally, people are saying that it is difficult, it is too vast. But I have seen you have cleared with a very good number. I think you have
Yes.
crossed distinction.
Uh,
Okay,
I got 80%.
80%. 75 is a distinction. So you got the 80%.
Yes.
So, what about the DI1? What is your feeling? What is your opinion?
Okay. So, like other students, I felt that subject was very difficult. Initially, when these classes had started, I think after completion of second element itself, I thought to myself, means actually I am a science student. And this subject is mostly basically it is dealing with safety management. That is management this thing.
Yes.
So being a science student and this management, it is a very far this thing. So I could not day to day I could not relate it to it. So after second element itself, I talked to Rahul sir one day. I called him and talked to him, and I told him that I am finding it very difficult. Means because actually I am not in as of now I am not in that safety field also. So it was very difficult for me to relate it. Other two DI2 and DI3, they were comparatively easy for me to understand.
Hmm.
So it was very, at that time I found it very difficult. So then he guided me. He told me, okay, there's nothing like difficult and all. So what you do, you think like as if now you are a safety officer and you just think that you have to implement certain things, then how you will means go through it. So that way you start means preparing yourself. So then slowly, I also started. So then he showed me the way exactly how to approach that subject. Then I did my self study also, and then I thought, oh, okay, this I am finding it difficult, so I'll put my efforts more efforts.
Hmm.
Now presently I am doing 100%. I will put 150% efforts in that. So then slowly, I started catching the concepts. Then, okay, I thought, okay, at least I will cross 50%. That was my listing. Means around 50 after completion of around, I think, half of the elements. Then I
Hmm.
thought, okay, I got some confidence that, okay, I can complete. Because I found certain these chapters very uh, little bit easy
Hmm.
to understand. So then, as the time went and as the classes I have attended, so then I came to know what is the real thing. Then I thought, okay, now I'm ready. So it was almost, I think, the last element he was teaching. That time, I again called Rahul sir and I told him, sir, okay, although I am finding these things are a little bit easy now, but I still have my apprehension that I will not be able to clear this
Every
subject.
student says, even you have a very rich experience in the safety management, you are a big manager, HSC manager also. Same things happen with everyone. Okay, they are
Yes,
confused, okay, should I pass or not pass like that. But the thing is that
I,
when you are attending the classes, doing the mock sessions, even in 3 years, I have seen the tutors are explaining them how to write the paper in very beautiful manner. They are writing, they are
correct,
taking
correct,
some questions and they are writing by their own. Okay, suppose I am writing the questions, how I will write, how I will
mm,
select the answers from different platforms and from different books and the materials, keywords, everything. They are arranging before the students. So that is the
correct,
main thing. Students also got the clear concept, and that is the reasons we have given this time also very good results. 80% ID2, ID3, even the like if you see our previous results also, it is also very good. So
correct.
just my question is like that, ki, uh, what are the things we should take care during the writing examinations? Because anyhow, we all are writing the examinations. So
Mm,
as you have passed in all the first attempts, so definitely you have some guidelines decided by your own. Okay, we are giving to
yes,
everyone, but not everyone is passing. No? Some students also got referred. This is a reality. I can't say ki we are giving 100% results. Okay, so some
correct.
definitely you as a students also fix some guideline for you so that you have crossed the 80 numbers. So definitely, so just I want you just disclose these guidelines or just what we should take care during the writing examinations for the upcoming learners. It will be very helpful for them.
Okay. So the thing is actually we have DI1, DI2, and DI3. So DI1 has two papers. So in that one is scenario based. Part one is scenario based, and that has 100 marks. And the second thing, part two is 200 marks, and it mostly deals with research. and information from your current organization where you are working. Then you have DI2 and DI3. These are fully scenario based. So in these the papers where means the part DI1 part 1, DI2 and DI3. What I used to do as soon as paper is released, I used to go through that paper first thing. Then what I used to do, I do this uh, that scenario again. I used to read, and then I used to prepare one schematic diagram of that place. If there is a if they have mentioned a place, so I used to do the schematic diagram. Means suppose if they mention there they are having one factory, then I used to do the schematic diagram, and I used to means as per what they have described in that this thing, I used to uh, prepare that diagram, because
This
until
is
and unless you
pictorial
prepare,
analysis
yes, yes,
of scenarios.
yes, until and unless you don't prepare that, you will not you are not in a position to answer the question. Then second thing I used to do is I used to read that this thing, and then I used to find out what were the safety violations there, and that those I used to means highlight in red color. What were the good things in that I used to highlight in green color, and the things which they means some things will be there which will be a description of that workplace. So that I used to keep it like that only in that black font.
Okay.
So I had this means in my mind. So now this I have safety violations, then their best practices, and then the description. Then I used to go. Then again I used to read that paper. Then I used to go on the internet. Suppose some things were there. See, some people they work in construction field. Some people they work in process industry.
Yes.
So we are not aware. Suppose if a person who is in construction field will not be aware of the machineries which are involved in the process
Correct.
or the production, or it can be vice versa. The person who is working in the process industry is not aware of the machines or the devices or the things which are used in construction field. So while reading, I used to means I used to come to know so many these devices they have in that scenario. Then I used to go to Google, search for that particular device. Then I used to find out what is the use of that, how it is operated. Like that means I used to do some research on my own. That thing I used to means I used to copy paste on a Word file, and I used to keep it ready along with an image.
Okay.
So these are the things which I used to do while answering before answering this. So within that first day, I used to complete all these things. Then
Okay.
by next
Means
day, yeah,
when you receive the scenario, so such things, see pictorial representations
yes,
will benefit you because maybe your background is different construction, but questions will come from the process. Maybe you are from process, but questions will come from the constructions. So that is necessary. Pointing out error analysis by different colorings, important
yes,
points and other things is also compulsory. So that you can have a like first 2 days you have a whole concept of your case study what
clear,
Nikusha has given.
yes.
Yes, sir.
So within first 2 days, that concept and that thing was clear in my head.
Hmm.
After that, I used to means very second day itself. I used to start in the evening mostly. I used to start answering the paper, means typing, and what I used to do, I used to copy paste that entire question onto answer paper so that it remains in my front of me. And one trick was also given by Mr. Rahul Aren, our tutor also.
Hmm.
What he said was, you copy paste that question, and you keep it below the answer which you are typing, so that every time it always remains in your view and focus, so that you don't means lose the track of that question. Because what
Correct,
happens, it
correct.
is as you answer, you lose the track sometimes, and then you start writing something different. If they are asking control measures, now for example, If they are asking control measures, sometimes what happens is that you start writing the, the risk, the risk
You
hazards
start
like that.
complaining.
So it happens. So that was the very valuable means a
Points.
tip given by Rahul sir. So those things used to happen, and it happened. I think I guess it happened with every core learner. I am not
Yes,
sure, but
it happens because we are writing the questions, no? So
yes,
answers. So if the questions is just above then the question, answer, na? So always is reflect, and we are not diverting from other things.
correct.
So it's good.
Mm.
So these two and three tricks really may be helpful for our upcoming learners.
Okay.
So my next questions. Any suggestions for upcoming learners as a key points?
Suggestions. Uh, Key points
Selection of
means
the good institution.
yes, definitely that is the first thing because until and unless you select a good institute, I don't think means okay, you may pass, but your first thing is when you go for a job or when you apply those principles or whichever whatever you the things which you learn in the institute or during the course. So your if your concepts are not clear, then you when you go to apply it at your workplace, then it become very difficult, and it is I don't think it is advisable to uh, go through and half bake this thing.
Okay.
So that is the thing. First thing is your institute. Then second thing is your tutor. Third thing you must talk. You must think about your budget also.
Yes, yes. That also.
Yeah. Then okay, these are the things. Okay, what else? I don't remember now any other points.
Means key points means according to your interview, if I have gone through all the key points, so definitely we have attained the regular classes. If we are not attending the regular classes, at least take the recorded sessions, go through that, be in continuations with the preparations.
Correct.
Suppose after 2 months also exam is there. So don't think it is a 2 months. Just think it is a very nearby. Keep the
Yes.
mock assessments regularly.
Mm.
Give to the tutors for the evaluations and part on work on your gap area.
Correct.
That is the second point.
Correct.
Third point is when the questions will come, so go accordingly, like whole pictorial concept of the questions. Make some diagram or something like that. Point by point, you
Mm.
analyze first all the questions, then you start to write. Don't
Correct.
deviate from your questions. Because if the
Correct.
writing one, how much pages you have completed in DI1?
DI1, I think 150, 180, I think 180 pages. I don't remember exactly
180
now.
pages. So,
180, I think.
so like generally people are completing within the 60, 70 pages. So definitely you must got such type of concept in the tutorial so that you have implemented during your examinations. I have seen so many of 3S students are saying that 200 pages, 150, 100. I also surprised where other students are completing in 70, 60, 50 pages. They are writing so much. So definitely वो marks कट करके भी नहीं कट कर पाते. So definitely you are writing us so many key points, whatever the tutors have given, and so many notes, whatever they are giving. You are implementing all those things during the classes. What
Yes.
during the examinations. So
Yes.
definitely contents would be also very good during the examinations, and contents
Correct.
is more. There is no limitations to write, so we should write more and more so that they will
Yes.
the examiner will also think कि कहाँ से बंदा इतना लिख करके लेके आया उसके पास भी कितना नॉलेज है सो
Correct. Correct.
तभी आप ये 80 85 75 90 नंबर स्कोर कर पाते हैं अदरवाइज ठीक है 50 52 तो आ ही रहे हैं सभी पास होते ही हैं सो
हाँ.
डेफिनेटली आपने सारे गाइडलाइंस को फॉलो किया वंस अगेन कॉन्ग्रेचुलेशंस टू यू एंड मतलब इट इज अ वंडरफुल अचीवमेंट आई कैन से और डेफिनेटली हम ये आपको कॉन्ग्रेचुलेट करेंगे ये विश करेंगे कि ये जो सर्टिफिकेशन है आपके करियर के लिए फ्रूटफुल हो कहीं ना कहीं आपको इस सर्टिफिकेट से, जो आपने ये सोच के सर्टिफिकेशंस किया है, चाहे जिस भी पोस्ट पे जाने के लिए किया है, वो कहीं ना कहीं आपको मकसद में वो हासिल हो जाए और आप
Thank
अपनी
you.
लाइफ में बहुत ही सक्सेसफुल आगे बढ़े।
Okay.
थैंक यू
Thank
फॉर
you.
गिविंग सो मच ऑफ प्रीशियस टाइम।
Thank you.
थैंक यू।
3S empowering, 3S safety, 3S excellency. 3S empowering, 3S safety, 3S excellence.